Hey guys, it's Haylie Pomroy here. I'm your nutritionist, and I've got an incredibly talented individual that's going to join me today. As I tell you guys all the time, there was a point in my health journey and my health struggle that I felt incredibly alone. I remember being in a hospital bed, and I can tell you what it smells like, what it felt like, what it looked like, what it even tasted like. And I was so afraid that what was happening in my health was going to, quite frankly, take me off of this earth. And it wasn't until I learned how to really live that I had the opportunity to go ahead and thrive. And so one thing that I promised myself at that moment, and I promised the powers that be and the higher powers that were circling a little too close is what it felt like at the time, is that if I ever made it through this, I would not want anybody to feel the way that I felt, which was alone and trying to kind of figure out how to navigate my health and how to navigate nutrition and how to navigate changing the biochemistry in the body. And so professionally, I decided to certify fast metabolism coaches. Personally, it was the fulfillment of a dream that I had had all of my life. And that was to never let people feel alone on their journeys, to know that they're believed and understood, and that there's a way to create power and empower yourself, your metabolism, your cells to live the life that you deserve. So I'm kerflumped. I have butterflies today. I have a beautiful individual that is was one of our beloved community members that has been called to serve as a fast metabolism coach. And so, Laurie Jolley, I just want to welcome you and thank you on behalf of myself and all of these amazing community members we have. Thank you for being here today. We've got lots to talk about.
Thank you, Haylie. I am over the moon to be in this chair having this podcast with you. It's a dream come true.
It's exciting. It's a dream come true for me too. And you're manifesting it for me. And so thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So Laurie, you are very active in our community. And by the way, everybody, if you haven't seen Laurie's food photography, it's like my inspirational pictures on my cell phone. I have Laurie's pictures on my phone. They're gorgeous and they're beautiful. And you celebrate the beauty of food. And I just love that. But Laurie, you've always been interested in nutrition. Tell me a little bit about why. What was the motivation? What got you into the nutrition space?
Well, I'll just tell you that ever since I was 18 years old, I was very interested in nutrition and I wanted to be a nutritionist, but something inside of me just didn't vibe with this food pyramid.
Right.
I don't know, but I always wanted to be strong and healthy. And I was young. I was 18 years old. And so to me, I just didn't pursue nutrition because I thought I just don't believe in that. But my dad was always walking and trying different diets. So we were always just staying healthy and active together. But my dream was somehow my passion is to be involved in nutrition and help other people get healthy and keep myself healthy. So that was my passion forever.
So how did you find us? How did we come to be colleagues and working together?
Okay, so this is interesting. So let's see. I got to this point where I had gained some weight and I have a small frame and I really wasn't used to being, kind of heavier for me. I mean, I'd worked out my whole life. I was thin, I was in good shape and I was just stumped. I had tried all different kinds of diets. And, maybe they kind of worked or they didn't really work. I still felt good at this time. I just wanted to lose weight. So I did this 2-month boot camp.
Oh my goodness.
Intense boot camp. I did not lose 1 pound. Now it didn't dawn on me. I hadn't changed my eating habits at all. Didn't dawn on me. So I was so frustrated. I just invested in this 2-month boot camp. I was, more firm. I was toned up, but the weight was still there. And a friend of mine said, I don't know, just Google fast metabolism or something. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh my gosh.
I Googled fast metabolism and you came up. And
wow.
What is this? I ordered your book. I got your book in the mail and I was so excited and so desperate, just to lose some weight. And I found the do's and the don'ts. I started doing the do's and the don'ts. In the first week, I lost 5 pounds.
Oh, that's awesome.
I was ecstatic. I called my sister. I'm like, hey, I'm doing this thing. I lost 5 pounds. She's like, oh, yeah, that's great. And then 3 weeks later, I called her and I said, I've lost 10 pounds. She's like, okay, wait a minute. Like, what are you doing? Because you're not going to get in shape. And then without me, I want to do this.
It's positive. They call it positive peer pressure, right?
Yeah, we're sisters, you know, and she's like, you're not doing this without me. So she ordered the book. And that summer, it was so fun because we were accountability partners and we'd share notes. And I lost 30 pounds that summer in 3 months. And
awesome.
A little longer than that, she lost about 40.
That's awesome.
I got into it.
Wow. Well, there you go for SEO search engine, right? It's so funny, Laurie, because I know you so well now and we've worked through so many clients together and I've watched you coach so many people. I didn't even realize our meeting was that chance. It was kismet for sure, but it's the first time I've heard that story. That's so cool. That's actually really, really cool. Well, I love that you had such tremendous success. And I love also that you fed your body to success. And so what then led you to become a coach? Because we've sold millions of copies of books in 47 languages. What I just love is people having crazy, amazing results, falling in love with food, right? Healing their metabolism. But I know what made me give back. What made you want to give back?
Okay, so this is where it gets interesting. I've been on both sides of the spectrum. I've been at the place where I just told you about. I felt good. I just wanted to lose some weight. Okay, well, I didn't realize that this is a way of life, and I treated it as an event. So
interesting.
Over the next 2 or 3 years, the old habits and the old food crept in. So now, not only had I gained weight back, I had a host of health issues. I did not feel good at all. So I tried to just do regular FMD, and I couldn't even do that. And
go ahead. Go. Sorry.
Community, the doctors are like, you're just getting old. You need to take a statin. No help there. And other people in the community jumped on board with this other program. It's based on soy and whey. And I'm like, oh, those are no's. Like, we don't do that. And they're like, well, you don't have to actually do it. Just, you just get other people to do it and be a business. And I'm like, no. Like, here's the thought.
Wait. So other people were practicing from a nutrition perspective, from a business perspective, with a program that you didn't feel was healthy.
It's not healthy.
Right.
And the thought that went through my head that day was like, now, okay, I'm not going to do that. I don't believe in that. I can't get behind it. And the thought was like, if Haylie Pomroy ever came out with a coaching program, that I could get behind. And it was about 2 years later, you popped up on a live and you unveiled your coaching program. And I was just, I signed up right away. I'm like, it's here. What I want to do.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. I'm learning so much today. This is awesome. It's so interesting, Laurie, that you say that. And you're such a leader in our community, in the coaching community in general. And I think some of it is your ethical approach to things, right? And what you just said, like, I struggle with that a lot in business. I've had so many people tell me, oh, Haylie, you would, triple or make or 10x or whatever if you just did this or this or this. And I said, first of all, it's not healthy. Secondly, I would never do it for myself, my health, my wellness, God forbid for my kids, right? Or my sisters or people that I love with all my heart, or my community. But that's a pretty cool thing that and I know it just dawned on me. I know what you're talking about. There's a lot of coaching programs that promote some really, really, really unhealthy stuff, but my gosh, they do a ton of business. So good on you. That's cool. Well, thanks for waiting for my slow butt, by the way.
I was just like, if Haylie ever came out with coaching program, I'm in, signed up that very day. And I never looked back.
So talk to me a little bit about the kind of clients that you feel migrate towards you, come towards you. What type of a client do you have a tendency to draw?
It's interesting because I thought that my niche would be helping perimenopausal women that were having some, significant health issues and, felt kind of hopeless. I run into a lot of people like that. They just don't feel good.
Right.
And so that for sure. And then my son really got my attention. He was always complaining, Mom, I don't feel good. He's 26.
Right. Yeah, but gosh, our 20-year-old's struggling right now.
I mean, he never felt good. He had anxiety and depression. He was living on fast food. He was exhausted, and it really got my attention because he wasn't the only younger person I was running into that wasn't feeling well. So it's like, I have the young people that are getting my attention, but then I have, the little bit of older people that really need help. And so, I don't know. It's just, it's hard to pin it down because it depends on.
So it's interesting. It's crazy that you said that. Yeah, no, you're right. So I can't go to a party or get in an elevator or be at a restaurant where someone doesn't end up having a conversation or a comment about how they're feeling, their health struggles. And really a large aspect of nutrition. It was very interesting. I was filming a bunch of podcasts at the Institute for Neuroimmune Medicine the other day. And I mean, hematologists, neurologists, PhDs in every brilliant capacity you could imagine. And I asked them for tips, right? Like, what are some pearls of wisdom that a person that's dealing with fatigue, chronic illness, inflammatory disorders, immune disorders, autoimmune disorders. So of course I was selfishly asking a lot for myself. And every single one of them, like consistently, we were kind of shocked. And I promise I didn't plant it. Talked about the power of having someone help them, not just focus on nutrition, but help them navigate all of the junk out there in the nutrition space. So we were shocked. And again, I feel so privileged that I get to interview them, but they weren't saying it for my benefit. They genuinely see success in their patients when their patients have someone to help them navigate that very powerful form of medicine, because there's so much mixed messages out there. So Laurie, if someone wanted to coach with you, and I know a lot of people that are listening are going to want to, how would they get a hold of you?
They can get a hold of me by texting me or emailing me.
Okay. So you're going to give out your cell phone?
I'm going to give out my number. And if you text FMD to my number, I will give you my special offer.
Oh, that's cool. I love that.
You'll have to text me to find out what it is.
Laurie, I love that. I'm going to text you right now. I am. You're in trouble. Okay, guys, but I have a caveat, Laurie, because you just gave out your cell phone number. You want to give that number?
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me that number right now.
Okay, it's 307-763-6516.
Perfect. And tell me your email too.
My email is creativehealthcoachlaurie@gmail.com.
Will you spell that for me really quick?
Yep, it's CREATIVE, creative, health, HELTH, coach, COACH, Laurie, LAURIE, @gmail.com.
Okay, perfect. So guys, I have a request though. Please, because our coaches are getting bombarded. I've been at full capacity clinically, right, for many years. That's why I did this coaching process, teaching and working directly with you guys, which has just been a gift and a privilege. Please only text and email Laurie these three things, right? Laurie, I'd love to make an appointment with you. Laurie, can I please make an appointment with you this week? Laurie, do you by any chance have any cancellations this week? That's it, guys. I always say, if you're going to send pictures and say, is this watercress or arugula? That is because you're her client and you're at the grocery store, not, we have a community that you guys can ask all kinds of questions to. Please don't bombard my coaches. They are very busy. They are handling many of my clients. I really appreciate it. So thank you for giving us that way to contact you. But sincerely, setting up coaching, I coach. I have a coach that I use, and I use a coach, and I use a variety of coaches, but I coach twice a month, and I have for over 20. I don't remember. I was thinking the other day, it was before Grayson was born, so over 20 2 or 3 years. And it was interesting. I had one of my NFL clients, he was in the NFL and he had come to see me in Colorado. He was playing for the Raiders at the time. And we were just talking about like health journeys, and I was helping navigate his food stuff. And he said, well, Haylie, you are going to be at the top of your game and you have to have a coach. People that are successful have coaches. And I was just like thinking, I looked around in business and I looked around and you're very in the athletic space, in the athletic world, and your son is as well. And it's just so logical, right? But sometimes we don't do it or we don't choose it for ourselves. But again, the fact that all those really fancy, smart physicians that I was interviewing in their pearls of wisdom all said, having someone help you navigate food was shocking to me. I believe it. You believe it. We believe it. Our community benefits from it. But it was really cool to have that affirmation for sure.
Absolutely. I tell people that. I'm like, even Haylie has a coach.
I have a coach. Yeah, even Haylie has a coach. Haley's on her coaches all the time. Are you kidding me? I'm like, you guys, what phase is that in? Somebody pull up the app really quick. It's hard to feed ourselves for all that we expect from ourselves. And if you're busy, I'm busy. I travel, I fly. I took 64 flights last year. I'm going to be into 60 this year. I have an autoimmune disorder. I should not have been able to have children, right? It's because of the power of food. It's because of that healing and metabolism.
And people, clients texting me today, what kind of jerky can we have? What can I make for phase 2?
So that brings me
that information for you.
That brings me to this. You just teed me up perfectly. So what can a client expect when they see you? Do they have to physically come into an office? Do you do phone? Do you do Zoom? Like, how do you work with individuals on the Fast Metabolism Diet?
So right now I'm coaching remotely. I do live in Wyoming. I'm coaching remotely through Zoom and phone. And I am just getting ready I'm just formulating my plan to take FMD out into my community. I'm going to be doing some workshops. So if you live here locally, you'll be able to meet with me in person.
Where's that, Laurie?
In Sheridan, Wyoming.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Yeah. It's a beautiful community. So I coach remotely right now. I have clients that call me or we Zoom and we are navigating through their health. I have clients that just want to lose weight. And then, like I said, I've been on both ends of the spectrum. So I know how to do that. I did that. Then I have clients that, might have type 2 diabetes or they just don't feel good. And we need to untangle some things and see where to start. Some people actually, they want to lose weight, but that's not their priority right now.
Right.
And they don't feel good. They want to feel better first. And I've been there. I've been, and I use your metabolism shake to get nutrients into me at a cellular level and supplements.
Oh, look at that haul. Look at that haul. Go, Laurie, go.
Over. And finally, I have coached myself into a place where I can do regular FMD, lose a few pounds, but I'm on a journey. And so what I want to do is when I meet with people, where are you at on your journey? What is your dream outcome?
Ooh, I love that.
What's your dream outcome? Tell me your dream outcome. And then we'll strategize a plan to get you there. I have a client right now that wants to lose quite a bit of weight, get off her medications. And she asked me to tell you, she said, you tell Haylie, we're not stopping until I get there.
Tell her I'm going to meet her there and I'm going to bring her all kinds of good food on the journey. I'm going to send her good recipes. It's so fun, Laurie. It's so fun. And you just said about dream outcome. It's so fun to be in a space. I mean, it's kind of like it's just a given for us coaches that we believe you, right? So when you come to see, when I send people to you, and I just sent another individual to you, by the way, they're going on the cruise, so it's going to be interesting. But I just sent him to you, and she was just like, is she going to understand? Is she going to, judge me? I've really been struggling with food. And I said, oh my gosh. I said, we get it. We all get it. We've all been there. We believe you. And we've been so fortunate to witness through our community, the power, right, of healing the metabolism. And that you can actually do it. I mean, we were talking about individuals that are in their 20s, and I've talked a lot about my daughter's health, individuals that are in their 70s and 80s, and we've had just such health stories and health victories. But I always wonder, like with you a little bit, Laurie, because you create these beautiful visual imageries. And I always say pleasure stimulates the metabolism and it excites our senses. That's why I take pictures of all your pictures. But I wonder if you are so good in our group in such a leadership role with creating that dream outcome for all of us, right? Like as a coach to strive to be better coaches. Where does that come from? You didn't just wake up with it.
I just have to tell you this. I didn't even used to like to cook. No. I didn't even like to cook. And wow. I didn't like to, wasn't interested. You know, I grew up a picky eater, didn't like a lot of foods. But the first time I did FMD, I didn't care. I just wanted to lose weight. And I kind of just pieced together ingredients at first. Oh, I need a protein. I need a vegetable, you know. But then when I came back to it, I started cooking. And at first it was a little hard. It was a little chorey because I didn't like to cook. I don't know what happened, but something transformed in me where now I like to put the music on. I like to cook the recipes because they are so good. I like the sweet potato shepherd's pie and the deburn, the chocolate truffles. Oh my gosh, the chicken sausage and brown fusilli, you know, the chicken parmesan. We can have these things. So one day I snapped a picture of it and I'm like, well, that is beautiful. And so I posted it and everybody said, oh my gosh, that is stunning. That is beautiful. And I found another little second hobby, a passion of, I love to photograph beautiful food now that I've created. And that's all thanks to your recipes.
Oh, well, they're just beautiful. They're inspiring and they help stimulate my metabolism and keep me inspired. And I know you keep your clients inspired that way. I also feel like something happened in you watching you as a coach. You've always been phenomenal. But I think when your son had such a critical health victory because of the efforts you put forward, I think that empowered you because there's so many moms, and I'm one of them, that wants for her children more than anybody else, right? Mm-hmm. I want for my kids more than anybody else. And to be able to do for your kids the way you did for your son, I mean, all of us were like, wow, that was just amazing to watch. And I think it leveled you up as a coach. Like I've seen you take that love that you have for him and that you could manifest that into a health victory. I see you spreading that with all of your clients. I just wanted to acknowledge that. It's been really cool to watch.
It has been so cool to watch his journey, you know, from, like I said, he was struggling and surviving on fast food, and he really got into his kapap Krav Maga, and he said, okay, I got to get my nutrition down. He's like, Mom, put me on a plan. Because I remember when you did this when I was in high school, because my turkey jerky and cucumbers on phase 2, you know, put me on a plan. He was willing. He wanted to change, but like he wanted it the next day. I'm like, fine. I wrote out a meal map, sent it to him. He started doing it. And, you know, it's not like he was overweight, but he wanted his abs to pop, you know, and he wanted to start building some muscle. He lost 20 pounds, you know, he did Metabolism Revolution, couple of cleanses. He's doing maintenance FMD, and yeah.
So you guys just heard Laurie spin plans and programs like nobody's business. She is the wizard at spinning plans. Like, what do you need? You want your abs to pop? You want to, I mean, that's all about that dream outcome. You want to feel better? You want your hormones? You don't want to have hot flashes? All right, we're going to spin this and we're going to spin that. And we're going to add this in and we're going to add that. And we're going to modify this supplement. I mean, she's a spin plan wizard, which I love it because you have taken all of the resources and you just customize those for your clients in such an incredible way. Okay, Laurie, everybody's going to want to book with you. Can you do me a favor and just give everybody your contact information one more time? Please text or email only if you're ready to schedule an appointment, guys. Our coaches are incredibly busy. They are doing amazing work on behalf of individuals that are struggling right now to reclaim their health and their wellness and want to use food as a form of powerful, powerful medicine. So Laurie, give us your contact information one more time.
All right. You can text me at 307-763-6516, and I'll give you my special offer. And you can email me at creativehealthcoachlaurie@gmail.com. And the reason it's Creative Health Coach Laurie is because we are going to create a plan for your health journey. We're going to get you where you want to be for your dream outcome.
Oh, I love that. I have chills. I have chills. It's always so exciting to me because you have such a strong passion to help people. And you do for sure. And I met
myself several times in life, so
that's just us being Renaissance women. That's it, Laurie. We're just Renaissance women. What could we say? We're both that way. So, okay, guys, there's just like two more things I want to cover with you, Laurie. I know you're incredibly busy, but I love you being here. I thank you so much. Individuals that are feeling like they want to do a 10-day cleanse. You have helped us in our community coach a lot of people through that process. And so in the 10-day cleanse process, in that process of detoxification, why do you use that in your practice?
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, let me just tell you, first of all, I dedicate my business and my practice to my parents who have both passed. My mom passed at a young age of 60 of metastatic breast cancer. And my dad had worked on the railroad for 43 years and was exposed to a lot of toxins, and he developed cystic fibrosis. And as you are always telling us, we are exposed to toxins every day. If we're breathing, if we're living, they're in the air, they're in our water, they're in our food. So the cleanse program, I think everybody needs, from time to time on a periodic basis, we've got to start getting these toxins out,
right?
The body with nutrients, open up those metabolic pathways, let the liver start detoxing. And I had to go back to it because I wasn't thriving,
right.
And I am telling you, I had said, I've got to get nutrition in at a cellular level, from what I've learned from you, what I've learned in the level 1 and the level 2 coaching courses and all of your blogs and podcasts. So I just turned to that. So the cleanse, it's just it's a great platform to, level the playing field.
That's great.
Let's get ready. I have some clients doing it right now because then they want to launch into the Fast Metabolism Diet.
Right.
We're getting ready first.
Right. And kind of cleaning out all the toxins. I'm very, very sorry for your loss. And I know for you, it's been a generational journey. And you had shared with us as a community, as our team of coaches, about losing your parents and that not wanting to do everything you can to have health for yourself so you could be here for your son and have him be able to flourish like that. It's been a real generational thing. And it's interesting because I now have a set of clients that I see 4 generations. So I see, I see great grandma, mom, and young child. And they're so excited that there's, itty bitties or their little ones or their kids. Like my daughter, she and her best girlfriend, we were talking about a bunch of different things. And she said, we're just being accountability partners. We're starting every day with the Metabolism Shake Mom. And I'm like, oh, that's so exciting. That's so excited. Because these are 20-year-olds that it's like, they're not as fortunate as we were. Their food sources are so depleted. I mean, it's just heartbreaking. So Laurie, thank you so much for being here with me. I just want to make sure everybody knows how to get a hold of you. One more time, give us your contact information.
All right. Text me at 307-763-6516. I will give you my special offer, or email me at creativehealthcoachlaurie@gmail.com.
That's an awesome
cruise. Let me just tell you, I'm going on the cruise. I'm going to learn a ton of useful information in the workshops, and then I'm going to bring that back to my clients. And I'm so excited to do that.
And Laurie, you're coming to my house too. We're going to do some intensive workshops together, all of us. Yeah. So you guys, I know that sometimes it's hard and it's frustrating that you can't come in to see me clinically. You hear about the power of healing the metabolism. We share so much going on in our journey, but I want you to know that the coaches that are here with me and that we spend time with, we are working together, right? And to create this support system for you. And Laurie, you are just such an incredible leader in our coaches community. We love you. We adore you. You keep us focused and excited. And I'm just so grateful to you for all the people that you're out there helping every day. You guys schedule a coaching session with Laurie. Your health will be better for it. You will be happier for it. And your dream outcome will be even more outrageous than big. I love it. Laurie, you live life to its fullest and you bring that to every one of your clients and to each of us as your colleagues. So I just want to thank you so much for coming on today. It was just really cool to share this time with you.
Thank you, Haylie. I'm so honored to get to be part of our community and with all of our other fabulous coaches so we can push this message of hope that you have out into the world.
We've got to do it.
Come on the journey with us, guys. It's amazing. We're having a podcast with Haylie Pomroy. I'm going on a Fast Metabolism Diet cruise and I'm going to her home. You know,
we're out here having a great time, guys. Join us. Join us. Yes, live life to its fullest and put power on your plate. And please know we believe you. We believe in you. And we are holding out for you an incredible dream outcome. All right, Laurie. See you soon.
Thank you, Haylie. Have a good
Bye.
Bye.
You too. Bye.